Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by the Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold, soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Learn more and get a quote at USAA.com/bundle. Restrictions apply.
Episode 33. Much Ado Part 2. More Ado. Insert poem here. Well, I don't have a poem. I didn't expect us to take so damn long to
It's
leave.
just funny the way you said it.
So there's no poem this time. We're just going straight into it. Welcome back to Girls Who Don't Do Indy. We haven't left. We didn't go anywhere. We sat here and played for hours, and not much happened. So we had to do a part 2, and here it is. We're starting it right away. So before we even get going, let's do those shout outs we like to do. What do you got for us?
The recap on that episode is really easy to do, though.
Just listen to the one we just did. That's what I'm going to say.
No, I mean, like, if we were writing recaps as we went, that episode would be really easy to recap.
Well, I haven't written one, so it's going to be pretty brief. I'll do the recap right now. The girls woke up, and then not much changed. There was some discussing of things, and then they went and found a Draco bear, which I thought was pretty cool. There was a great plan they had, which would have been fantastic had they searched around the city beforehand to realize the plan was completely impossible. But they didn't look around at anything, so they just came up with a plan. But the plan still stands as a possible future. I want to throw that out there because I liked the plan, but I also knew the portal was destroyed.
You were sitting there listening going, good idea, can't do it.
I was, because I knew that Queen Morrigan was the sort of person who would leave no way to be chased.
Sabotage.
Or not want to be followed anyway. And that led us to the Draco bear, who is a very helpful, large bear, part dragon, part bear, part something else. And the girls are at the edge of the city of Indy Flanora, getting ready to leave. But before we do that, we'll shout out some people.
My shout out is for Crazy Fish over on Spotify. With each episode, I become more invested. The girls are learning the rules and still thinking outside the box.
I
love it. I love
learning the rules, kind of.
I love it when they remember a spell or ability they could have used the whole time. And for reference, this was on episode 29.
I did just last night before you play as well, send out like images of part of your character sheets. Like, these are things you've never done. And all I got back from people were things like, yeah, I'll check that later. But anyway, who else has got a shout out for me?
Yes, I'm going to shout out to Sophie Goes, who said, are there any recaps or spark notes anywhere to skim for bits and pieces we might have forgotten? I would also appreciate some spark notes.
I know it's a complicated story, and we will at some stage one day. I have tried a few things to put back little bits and pieces, but no, I haven't gotten around to that yet. It takes a lot to make these stories that you then ignore for 2 hours.
True.
Stace.
Okay. No, I can't say their name, so they get missed out.
What do you mean you can't say their name?
I think it might be Alejandra, the J.
Alejandra.
Alejandra.
Nice.
Montes said, it's like this really gorgeous, exotic name. Can y'all not make me cry at work?
Why did you just give them an accent?
Because she used y'all.
We use y'all.
Never. Literally never.
And when we do, in that accent.
We constantly said how much we like saying y'all.
No, we love hearing people say y'all.
Oh, I see.
Can y'all not make me cry at work? People keep asking me if I'm okay, mostly because I keep sobbing while scooping horse poo or laugh maniacally while throwing hay at horses from a golf cart.
I love it.
And we almost had
It's
horses
just a fun
in this
image.
last episode.
Someone make that into one of those little graphic books.
Crying while feeding horses.
She's like just throwing from a golf cart.
All right, girls, are you ready to get straight back into it?
Straight back in.
Song playing. Boom.
It's just 3 girls, a dragon, and a handful of dice. Some guys telling stories, I'm sure they'll be nice. be monsters, and magic, and fire and ice. But it's mostly 3 girls, a dragon, and dice.
All right, you are on top of the Draco Bear Kaa'Riin, sitting at the edge of the city of Iniflinora, looking towards a forest. And I can tell you already there's something strange about that forest, of course. The path beyond is wide enough for carts and carriages to easily pass each other. It makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. But strangely, it narrows very quickly and becomes overgrown. The wind whistles here. It's a beautiful and soft tune that is joined by the birds and the myriad of creatures in the undergrowth. And we're back to you already. What would you like to do?
Are we just riding at the moment?
Yeah, but what are you going to do? You're just going to go towards the path that gets narrow.
Perceive.
Yes.
Oh, you like a perception check.
16.
Okay. All right. And look, you're just riding along for a while?
Perception.
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay, perception check.
She said what she said.
I forgot what we were doing already. You do feel like you can hear the song of the city. The choirs, we talked about it all earlier in the last episode. You can hear the song of the city starts to fade as you move through, but doesn't fade as much as you thought it would. It seems to carry on a little bit. And the other part you notice is this thing makes a lot of noise when you walk on it. It stomps. It's got the weight of the 3 of you on top, and as you walk quietly through the forest, leaves are going everywhere, birds and insects are scattering, and of course he's chatting away as well. Or you two here, Freya and Morrigan, is but of course, Kaa'Riin.
Here's everything.
Kaa'Riin is having a chat.
Yeah.
And it's a lovely chat because he is a very chatty Draco Bear.
Yeah.
With so much to say. No one's spoken to him in such a long time. And just, the discussion is ranging across a wide range of subjects: art, music, trees. It's mostly tree related. It's a foresty conversation.
I start telling him about how much I like birds, and I'm telling him all about the types of birds that I like.
Each time he's asking which one's the tastiest. Is that tasty? And you're like, it's a beautiful, colourful bird. What do they taste like?
Like strawberries, I think.
Yes. That makes sense.
Okay, so much for our stealthy plan.
And you're wandering through this forest for quite some time, but the path has gone from being quite narrow to vanishing beneath your feet. And it doesn't take too long before the Draco Bear's looking around, wondering if he's still doing the right thing. He can make a path anywhere.
Can I
just push through?
Can I see any footprints or any evidence of the people that we're essentially following?
Give me an investigation check. Are you jumping down to do this or doing it from up high?
Up high.
Up high?
So you're staying on top of Kaa'Riin?
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 plus 2.
You can see leaves that are broken and things on trees that could be people moving through here, but realistically the biggest thing right now is an army came through here. And there's no evidence of that. It doesn't look right. They could have gone a different direction, of course, and there are other ways to track things,
Like the footprints.
which you'd found none of.
We saw none.
None. There would have been an absolute wreck to come through here. The armies were massive.
I'm going to try to make contact with a bird. Is there a bird around? Can I roll perception? Just so they can fly around and tell me if there's something going on.
I told you, I did say we would have some animals, but I forgot that you'd be looking for some of them. So the only animal I've got that's a bird so far.
A pigeon.
Is it a flight bird?
A chicken.
I'm just surprised. I'm surprised at what I had. So yes, you can contact a bird. Sometimes they'll help, and sometimes they would just say, "No, I'm not helping you."
Oh shit!
So it's just going to be.
What kind of bird is it?
Let's find out.
Hi, I'm Amanda from Virginia in the U.S., and I play a goose. Oh, I've heard about you. Wandering around talking to us plants and animals, us flora and fauna types. Fascinating. We don't get many like you. You're right, famous. Or is it infamous? I mean, I learned to talk easy, but I'm not a bloody dictionary. You know, some of us have even heard that you gals have been fighting monsters and gods and things. Is that right? You're right, big and powerful, yeah? Amazing, so amazing. I am literally covered in human bumps.
Human bumps?
seems like a one-way ticket, though. You ask us stuff, we chat about it by ourselves. You wander on, leaving this old goose behind to tend to my... I don't really know what I do with all my waking hours. I eat lots of insects and stuff. I float. Oh, and I flap a bit. I don't remember if I've lost self. Maybe. Oh shit, I forgot to fly south. Okay, one question. Because I'm right late now. Bugger!
So not going to help?
No, one question. She did say one question because she's late.
Oh, okay.
So you get one question, she flies off. And you'll probably notice in that one it sounded like the animals have been talking about you already.
I know, it's so sweet. I'm like, oh, so nice to meet you. I'm covered in human bumps too. I'm so excited.
What would you like to ask the goose?
Look, everything you said is right. We're fighting monsters and all that stuff.
Be quick, I'm late.
Sorry, okay, all right. Fuck, shit. Now I'm stressed out. I'm stressed out now.
I'm stressed out too, I'm late.
Okay, all right. I just want to know if you could fly above and just tell us what's out there. Is there an army? Is there something?
An army? Okay.
Have you seen an army? No, I only get one question, so I'm going to ask you to do the fly.
Okay. Flies up really high and cycles around and says that there is evidence of paths on the distance of the forest. You can see lights in the distance. Even though this is still day, there's clearly something glinting, a line of metal. Can't really see it, so they're a long way away from you.
A line of metal.
A line of metal.
Quite possibly, yeah.
In the
very far distance.
east, west.
In
Is
the
it
east, continuing.
a line of, like, the soldiers in armour?
One question. And she flies away.
Okay, safe flights.
Thank you.
Her voice was so great.
So great.
So you're getting a collection of these together.
Yeah. Yeah. So the goose is done. We've
So
done
there's
the goose
there's a bunch of people just recording different animal.
for random use at different times.
Does that mean I can be a
love
goose
that.
now?
No, she would have had to die for that to be possible.
Oh, but I used to be able to just see an animal and change into it.
That's the official Druid rules, but we don't do that. I made your life harder.
But
Remember in the museum where you had all the taxidermy animals and you absorbed their souls?
that's right.
Yeah, because I
That's
made
how I
that
got
part
them.
easier. Yeah.
Okay,
He was
cool.
kind then.
Yeah, now an animal has to just be
We need to find
randomly
another
dying.
taxidermy.
Well, you got to save an animal in some way. Like to save an animal to release their soul from whatever difficulties they're going through. Yeah.
I reckon you could be a druid bear or whatever the hell Akana is.
A Draco bear.
Draco bear. Akari.
I mean, the fact that you
sense.
don't know any of the things about this animal are why the
Well,
answer
this
is no.
game.
Yeah.
yeah. True.
It's like now that we're running Mickey Mouse towards the Grand Temple.
It's because we need spark notes.
I think one day I'm going to write this book.
But could you then absorb Akari because you helped Akari?
If he was to pass away, yeah.
If he was to pass
he's
away,
gonna die.
which he is not going to ever, are you,
Actually,
baby?
you have noticed the I can't remember, like the actual feathers starting to come out. Just the downy, soft stuff. So
Oh, that's so nice.
The underlayer.
it is a pure white as well, just like the rest of him. It's like the luck dragon now. I think about it.
Can I record an animal voice?
No, we have patrons for that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's how you get to do it if you want to
We
do
never
that.
get to play.
You're in the middle of the
What if I develop a fun accent?
What if you can't even tell it's us? Arr.
game. You guys, you go ahead and join Patreon as well then.
Okay.
And I won't know it's you. But yes, that's the information you know. What are you doing?
Okay, so we know that the army, most likely, glintering metal, very, very far away from us, so we're heading in the right direction.
I was trying to beat them to the lake.
Why are we going to the lake? What's there?
That's where they're crossing.
That's where they're crossing.
Right, we're trying to get to the lake. Thank you. All right, and then we're going to do that little plan that we've got. We're going to wash them out Moses style.
Well, that's going to be harder now that you can't get to Thassa or Staka.
Oh, yeah, everything's ruined because you're not letting us do all the things we want to do.
I am making it hard, yes.
Oh, that's only reversing time.
For those wondering, Alana has just picked up her magical...
Athelo.
Yep. And as she did so, she noticed in her hands, in Morrigan's hands, the clock has stopped working. Entirely. It's frozen solid. Not as in frozen cold, as in the metal seems like it's fused together.
Shit.
Was it a one use?
Sure was.
Rip it up. It's
Freya,
done.
give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, 19, that worked well.
You do see her looking at that device that was given to her by Thassa, the timepiece.
Yes.
That's all. You just saw her looking at it.
I saw her looking at it. I'm not onto it.
I know. She sees her looking at the magical item, but
didn't we tell each other what our gift things were?
Why is that a hint?
if she remembered, that'd be fine. But she
Okay,
doesn't.
no worries, fine.
Oh,
Fine.
it's just not my fault. I have a bad memory.
It's her memory, said the man in the long white coat. We don't really understand what it's doing. Each time we measure her brain function, it moves. If I didn't know better, I would almost think it was trying to stay hidden. He sighed. How is her husband taking the news? Fiancé, said the mother of the woman in the bed. They didn't complete the service. He's not doing very well. And in the distance, they heard him sob. As you push through the forest, the heavy ferns slide aside, revealing a semicircle of stone statues. Each looks like a huge coin on its side, with a face looking towards you. The faces are somewhat familiar, but also very angular. Still, for a moment, you actually think you might even see yourself in there. But upon a second look, they all look rather less detailed. They appear carved from single pieces of rock. Now, the mouth of each of these monoliths is a wide rectangular slot, like a mailbox.
The mouth.
Yeah, but big enough to place a hand inside.
Creepy. Love it.
You are on top of a Kaa'Riin. What would you like to do?
Get some coins with the faces.
They're big. They're actually, there's probably about 10 feet high.
Let's go with our hands in the slots.
History check.
Yeah, give me a history check.
Second history check.
Failed on the history check?
That's right. I can do a history check.
Go ahead.
18 plus 1.
All right. In your knowledge, you've never heard anything about these before. Even with a roll like that, if you've never heard about them before, you've never heard about them before.
I'm going to cast Hellish Rebuke on them.
What is that?
I don't know, but it's new.
Freya's got some new stuff because she's leveled up. And some of those are, leftovers from the things that have happened recently. So, what would you like to do?
Investigate.
Give me an investigation check.
Sorry.
And tell me what you were looking for.
Nothing, apparently. 9 all up.
A 9 all up. You are impressed that the undergrowth seems to have ignored them entirely. There's nothing growing around them. It's just nothing. You would expect that perhaps in this forest things would grow on them.
The fact that we thought we could recognize ourselves makes me think they're the faces, like stylized faces of Justicars, like the other statue things. And then the fact that they're in the forest and they have these little like mouse-lot mouths makes me think they're like kind of...
Something goes into them.
Or like an offering to that Justicar or whatever.
An offering, yes.
And so I'm wondering if we like put a coin or something through.
Yes.
You've only got 1 coin left, yeah.
Will we get
before.
money? No, I've got 3.
She
I wrote it
has
down.
written it down.
That's one thing I remember.
Well, there are 3
Okay, you know what?
statues.
No, never mind.
Is it going to be like a show?
And they start
Have we
spinning.
bought tickets? It's a dinner and a show.
I took some potatoes from the grocery store and I would like to put a potato in one of the mouth slots.
Do you drop it in, put your hand in? What would you like to do? Explain to me how these do this. You're just throwing them from the top of the Draco Bear?
No, we get
Oh,
down.
aren't we at the right height? You said would on
Not
one.
for the mouth, though. That would be near the bottom of the...
All right, we
of the
crawl
cup.
down.
Oh, okay. Just 1 second, please. And I crawl off and I put a potato in one of the mouths.
Yeah, as I said, how far do you put your hand in?
Elbow deep. Elbow deep.
Put that elbow in.
I hold the potato at the edge of the mouth and I push it in without putting my hand into it.
Okay, nothing happens.
Okay, I'm putting my hand
You
in.
hear it. You do hear it go dun dun dun.
Oh, hang on. I'll put my mage hand in.
Put your mage hand
Yeah.
in.
Good
I totally
idea.
freaking forgot you had a mage hand.
It's been a while. What does it look like?
Today, what will it look like?
Corey's hand.
So the most amazing hand you've ever
Masculine
seen.
hand
Yeah,
I've ever
masculine.
seen.
Rugged, but in an attractive way.
Who's that really
The
big?
sort of hand that has climbed mountains and rolled dice.
Who's that really big guy? It's got like 26 size shoes.
What are you talking about?
Shark. That's it.
Shark.
How does your character know about Shaquille
Because he's a
O'Neal's
god in
hand?
every world.
It's one of the gods, yeah. You should know your own world, Cory.
I do know my own world, and at this stage, I got to say,
So I have
you do not
Shark's hand.
have a Shaquille O'Neal hand to come out of your brain. You can't imagine that.
I can. Well,
You
okay.
can't. You
I
can.
imagine a really big hand.
All right, how big?
Like shark big.
Maybe.
Like, okay, if I had size 26 feet, then, I don't know, maybe the hand that goes with that.
Pick a fruit or vegetable and say it's that size.
It's a watermelon.
Yes. Let's go watermelon hand.
Uh-huh.
And it is...
Too big for the hole. Thank you and good night. Next question.
Oh, really?
You made a big hand.
Okay,
That's all right,
then
you can just change it.
I'll just change it because I'm like that.
Oh, you can just.
Okay, it's just like my hand, but another hand.
Is it a
of
cantrip?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Yeah, I'm like, if it's not, then we have been cheating the system.
Lucky.
Yes, you can change the hand.
Okay, and it's just going to look like my hand.
Now it's
my
a
hand.
small Shaquille O'Neal hand.
It's a small Shaq's hand. All right, I don't have to roll. It's just like that, and I'm going to stick it in.
Okay.
What happens?
It stays in there.
Oh, what?
Well, you've done half a hokey pokey. You've only done the poke.
Yeah, feel around a bit.
Yeah, I'm going to feel around. Pull any levers. Press any buttons.
You yelling out to the hand.
Yeah.
Just try some levers if you will.
And because the hand is connected to my head, I can feel...
Yeah, that's how that works.
It is.
It doesn't, but you can't see
Pretty
the
sure
hand.
it says.
You can't tell anything about its experience within the darkness of the mouth.
Shit. Well, I'm going to tell it to come back out.
Okay, it comes back out.
Does it look fine?
Yeah, it looks fine.
All right, I'll put my hand in there.
Oh, okay. You put your hand in there, and as you put your hand in there, you also notice that next to that, the hand that you sent in there opens up and has a piece of paper in it.
Oh! I mean,
Honest
scratch
to
that
God.
if I pull my hand out.
And now, when you pull your hand out, you've got a piece of rope in your hand.
Shut up! I want something. I put my hand in.
Oh, God. And your hand hits something cold and metallic, and you're in a different one, I assume. It's glass, perhaps.
I pull it out. I open my hand and have a look.
You can't pull it out. It feels too big to fall through, but as you try, it seems to shrink and shrink to make it more possible. You turn your hand and you notice that you're now holding a small glass coin.
Ooh!
With the same face on it as the statue.
I want coins.
And another weird little hole for a mouth.
Did you say you had a weird little mouth?
This one was boring. I want to go to the one that gave her a rope.
You can go over and she's still holding the rope coming out of the mouth.
Oh, it's coming out.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much rope?
Probably about 2-inch thick rope. You've
Well,
only got a little bit out of its mouth.
2 inch thick.
Yeah, it's a solid one.
I'll come help you do tug of war with a coin.
It's smaller than a Shaq's hand, but bigger than a tiny Shaq's hand.
All right, so we're going to keep pulling the rope.
Okay, you pull the rope.
I go help.
You're pulling the rope.
Yeah.
Another meter comes out. 2 meters. 3 meters.
Keep pulling.
4 meters. 5 meters.
How much rope do we want, girls?
Nah, keep pulling.
6 meters. 7. And in the distance, you can swear you hear laughter coming from within the coin.
It's like a kookaburra.
Hey,
Like,
joke's
you
on
idiots.
them. We're getting more rope. We've lost two people's worth of rope.
That's so true.
Oh, can I read the note?
Yeah.
24 meters.
It's a fortune cookie.
You can only make out 3 letters. And the letters are IMU. And there is a small washed out symbol.
IMU.
A small washed out symbol of 2 intertwined snakes at the top of the paper.
Oh.
Can I reach into the one that gave her a note and see if there's another note?
Sure. No.
There's
Well, you can,
still
but no, there isn't.
one that's been left undone. The girls have put their hands in other things. I think there's one statue left for me to handle.
Yep.
So I do that. I put my hand in. I'm like, what you got for me? Anything? For me?
You pull your hand out,
Yeah.
and
If you say nothing, I'll be really upset.
I'm trying to imagine something right now. Just give me a
I'm trying
second.
to imagine something.
No, you pull your hand out, and when you look down, you find it's a very small Ferris wheel. I guess you could say very small, as it fits in the palm of your hand.
So cool.
There's definitely not people on it or anything weird. I think I have to explain these things these days, don't I?
You do.
You pull out a very small and accurate to the people Ferris wheel. The people are enjoying the ride. There's one carny who's in your hand looking up going, what are you doing? But no, it's a small Ferris wheel like a toy.
Yes.
Would be an accurate way of putting it. Like a
It's made of gold.
souvenir.
Yeah.
It is not made of gold.
Okay.
Okay, nice try. You hear a grunt from behind as the girls continue pulling it. You've got like 20 meters worth of rope, and it is still coming out. It's like a magic trick. And Kaa'Riin says, shouldn't we be finding our way to that army you mentioned?
Yep, completely right. Kaa'Riin, can you just cut this off here and we'll take this with us?
Absolutely. I chop it.
All right, it's extremely heavy rope because you've got a lot out.
Oh, we don't have a backpack anymore.
I'm going to quickly roll investigation.
Okay, what are you looking for?
What the laughing was coming from.
Okay, how are you going to investigate
You're
that?
going to stick your head in the hole?
We're going to peer through it.
I'm going to investigate by asking, who are you?
And all you hear is, who are you? Who are you?
Who are you?
I am you.
And that was 17.
You really only hear the echo of that, and like
Goddamn.
I don't know, it's like a mechanical or a pinging, a noise you've never heard before in your life. Just a bing or something, just a couple of those really quick. Very strange.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So it's like a hole. It drops.
Yeah, it's definitely a hole.
Is there any inscription anywhere that labels this site that we could ask the book about?
No, there isn't.
Cool,
no
let's go.
words or anything like that on the coin.
Grabbing our rope.
It says in God we trust on the coin.
In God be thrust.
We
Oh, my dear.
Oh, come on, it's hilarious. Oh, it's just one letter difference. It changes everything.
Oh, my goodness. And then she wipes some dirt off and go, oh, trust.
I am you. What's that mean?
That's just the
Emu.
letters. It looks, you didn't look in
I
any
am
closer
you.
detail, but it looks a little smudged in places. Like there may have been other letters on there that you can't make out.
Okay.
Definitely didn't say emu, no.
cool. And we're walking
All right,
through
we're gonna
the
go-
forest.
Jump back on.
Just leaving it behind? Okay, fine. And you're now...
Well, we investigated. We did everything. I know you guys do with that.
No, you've left.
Well, you keep saying we need to focus on the mission at hand.
I'm not in charge here.
Okay, cool.
Just, you guys have
we
left
are in
now.
charge and we are going towards the army.
What could
I
have
can
happened?
still make fun of you for not doing things.
What could have happened?
I will be saving that for my own personal references and maybe a short story that could suddenly happen.
Okay.
Right now. And no, it didn't. That's weird. Okay, so there we are. We're back to here.
Oh, man.
Keep wandering through?
Yes, not wandering, walking with purpose.
Well, then tell me how you're doing that since the forest looks exactly the same.
We're walking east.
But how do you know it's east?
We look at the sun.
Yeah.
And we know that the sun rises in the
East. And it sets in the west.
What a strange thing to assume of another planet.
history check.
History of
No,
the
you know
sun.
what? Survival.
All right, give me a survival
This seems
check.
like a legitimate way to use survival.
Which is rare because it's so hard to
What's
use
your
sometimes.
survival?
+3. What's
Oh,
yours?
good job. -1. I ain't surviving. I know.
You can steal
You
shit,
did
but you
survive the
won't.
desert, but you were saved, really.
Yeah.
15 +3.
You do notice that the trees have moss on one side and not on the other, and from your understanding of that, that usually means that the moss grows in a place where it is, and this isn't always true, but moss grows on the side of the tree where it can get the most moisture and doesn't like direct sunlight in the morning.
Yes.
So if the side of the tree is dry, you would be thinking, well, that's the side the sun is usually coming up from.
That was very good survival.
I continue walking east.
Okay, so you readjust east, and as you start moving around now, the foliage around you does indeed start to change. Gone are the lush ferns and dripping leaves that was feeding the moss on the forest floor, and now you see large pads of green, like padded mounds. They look almost bouncy. And again, for a moment, well, you start to think you can hear that singing again from the town. Minion Flanora.
But we're getting further away.
This forest is enchanted.
What would you like to do?
I'm too busy talking to the bear.
You need to insert little snippets. And then the cockatoo.
And the other thing about magpies is that they make alive, and I think it's very sweet.
What do they taste like?
Blueberries, these ones. They're all berry flavored. It's very weird. Okay, I'm going to get down.
Onto the pads.
I'm going to test it first.
How would you like to do that?
I put my foot on it,
It does feel spongy.
and then I
could
put my
say.
other foot on it,
It still feels spongy.
and I
Your
bounce
feet
it
have
off.
the exact same experience as each other, yes.
And I start jumping.
Okay, you start jumping, and the first jump's like a meter.
I'm jumping.
Are you trying to jump above the trees?
And I say, okay, catch me if it looks like this is going to go sour, okay?
Could probably jump above the canopy and look around.
And that is what I'm doing.
It doesn't look like you're quite getting far enough to see. It's like you need a bit more of a oomph.
Encourage him to jump.
Kaa'Riin, I need more oomph.
Akari's probably too big for the pads.
Too much oomph?
Yeah. But you couldn't get on the whole thing. But he's pushing it with a hand.
Yes, that works.
And it is forcing you higher. But you're still, these trees are huge, like redwood sort of stuff. And you're getting closer. You're probably about 2/3 of the way
So I
up.
keep jumping until I get there.
No, but you haven't got enough power anymore. It's like you've got to
Okay,
peak.
so I'm going to do our jetpacks.
I'm going to rope.
They definitely don't propel up. They can sort of keep you. They're meant for saving you from falling
Oh,
a bit.
yeah.
They can move you around a little bit, but a lot of power to go up. But you're still wearing them.
We're going to do what we did for the fighting underground giant monster on the hot air balloon. Where we'll help Akari help her and we'll jump on the sides.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Can we do that?
You mean like the trampolines?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can try that.
All right.
We'll
You
try
probably
that.
need different ones and have to time them perfectly,
Oh, they're
I guess.
connected.
Different pads, but I mean, you do notice that when Akari pushes down and gets the timing right, it seems to push the other one up a bit.
Ah, yes.
All right.
We do that.
All right. Guys, do that. Do what Akari's doing.
We get down and we see that Akari's been pushing down on one and it's been impacting Kaa'Riin's. So we go to the other ones and we
push at the same time Akari pushes in sync.
Yeah, because he's already got the rhythm down.
Yeah.
So we just copy him.
Yeah.
You're on different pads, obviously, because he's
Yes.
tight. Okay. You do this for a second and Kaa'Riin gets higher and higher. And for a second, she absolutely can see in all directions. So,
and I roll perception once I'm up there.
All right, give me a perception check and see what you can see.
15.
From where you are, you can now see what the goose actually saw. You can see that line, but you can also see a dry lake bed. It looks like it's it's been
emptied.
It's emptied right out, and there's no water in it. Really, there's puddles of it. You can see it's probably another hour or so away through the forest, and you can see it's quite deep in parts. Like it looks like some sides like a cliff face down into this lake. If you can imagine, it's a large amount of water that would move back in there when it's ready. And then you find yourself plummeting straight back down to the pad again. And this time, when you hit the pad, you hear a noise, and the pad drops down, and leaves wrap around all of you. Each of you have gone into the pad itself.
Akari does.
You hear Akari make a noise on the outside.
This is why we shouldn't stop for fun.
In the pad, and you can't see what's happened to Akari either. And you now find it's very dark. You can barely move, and this thing is holding you very tight. You can't really move things around. Yeah, the leaves that have grown up around it really quick, or more accurately, the carnivorous plant that has now entrapped you. What would you like to do?
Start kicking and punching.
Fire.
You can barely move your arms.
I don't need my arms for fire, do I? I've done fire on my finger before.
Yeah, you could probably get that much going.
I'm going to use my Sacred Flame.
What is your Sacred Flame?
Yeah, what is your Sacred Flame?
The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay.
The target gains no benefit from cover.
This thing has abysmal dexterity, as you would probably imagine.
It's not going to move.
It doesn't try and get out of the way of that. How much damage does it take? 1d...
Ooh, the spell's damage increases by 1d8 when you reach 5th level.
You
2d8.
You can cast it at a higher level if you wish.
I will, just to make sure I do it.
2d8 damage. Give me 2d8 and we'll see how much you hurt it.
4 and 1, so 5.
It seems to be barely damaged it at all. Very dark, and that it's sort of like when you close your eyes and someone shines a light into it, and you can sort of see the light, but it's blurry,
like
but
red.
it's still dark. Yeah. Kaa'Riin.
Primal Savagery.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I don't need to be able to move. My nails and stuff will just... So I can't move, but my nails and teeth might be able to...
Tear it up?
Tear me out, which I can then tear them out.
All right, give it a try. It hits straight away because you're inside, but let's see how much damage you can do.
On a hit, the target takes 1d10 damage. All right, so we grab a d10. Oh, actually, sorry. It's 2d10.
Okay.
11.
All right, you slice a little bit. It doesn't seem to break through it, but you can see a gouge in it.
Yeah.
It seems to be rather thick.
I am going to use command and say drop.
Okay, good luck with that. What do
Which
they need
is
to do?
the target drops whatever it's holding and ends its turn. If it succeeds. Wisdom saving throw of 16.
It works, and you are spat out.
Yeah.
Hey! Nice work.
You see the leaves go back into the ground, and then it just looks like a lovely little green pad again.
Yeah. I am going to... I don't have any... She took my bloody knife.
She did, and stabbed you with it.
And and I've got the whole thing going on. I go over to the next one that's closed over and I start digging at it to try and force it open.
Okay, give me a strength check on that one.
I'm just hesitant to throw fire at it with someone in it.
That's not a bad idea.
Look at me showing restraint. 11 plus -1.
Yeah, you cannot pull it apart, but you can tell that they are overlapping. Kaa'Riin, what do you want to do?
I can talk to plants, as you know.
Here.
I'm still going to keep slashing, though, because this prick's got me. But while I'm slashing, I'm like, what is your deal?
You want to talk to the plant you're slashing?
Yes.
I'm sure you get great conversation.
Why are you trying to eat me?
Well, if you want me to stop, say something.
Slash away.
And I rolled 14.
14 more points of damage.
Yeah, I'll stop if you stop.
You can see, you've actually cut through one slice. You can see light from the outside. You can see Akari standing to the side of you, or you can see the whiteness of
Yeah.
Kaa'Riin.
And I'm like, don't worry, Kaa'Riin, I'm okay.
Kaa'Riin growls and just rips his hand straight at him.
Yeah.
He's not really being held back by this thing.
Oh, he's fine.
He's fine. This is not a bear.
Yeah, I
this is
wasn't
not a
worried about
Draco
a
bear
Kaa'Riin.
trap. So yeah, he's fine.
Can I Misty Step out of it?
You need to be able to see where you're going.
Wait, hold on. Did I get any response to that plant?
No, you didn't.
Okay.
But because I love these so much right now, I do have something else that decides to talk to you.
Okay, go. Yay!
Hey, I'm Scout Underhill, author and illustrator of the book Doggos Get the Party Started, and I play a peacock spider. A really, really pretty one. Hey! Hey, yes, over here! Yeah, there we go. Look this way. Keep looking. Come on. I'm quite small. No bigger than a grain of rice, they say. Still can't see me, huh? Oh wait, let me just flash this. I have a thing. You're going to love this. I'm just going to shake this. There we go. Those are my abdomen flaps. Look at them. Aren't they stunning? Look at those colors. I know what you're thinking. Is it really possible to fall in love with a spider? Yes. The answer is clearly yes. And I am that spider. Bam, bam, bam. I know. You're gonna need a moment to take this all in. But I'm not going to stop there. Why would I? Watch this with the legs. Yeah. Just swinging my legs around. Flashing my abdomen flaps. Pure fire. And we're done. You found me, right in front of you. There we go. So, how you doing?
Pure fire.
What's a peacock spider?
Oh, you got to look them up. We are always so mean to the spiders in general.
This one is so cute.
They are so small, very, very small.
Oh, they're so cute.
We'll post a link to what they look like, but they dance.
They're adorable.
Their little legs up at the front there. Oh my God.
And Kaa'Riin, you have one right in front of you, very, very small, and it is willing to talk to you.
And it says, how you doing? And I go, I've been better. You ever seen someone survive one of these things?
All the time.
How do I get out of here?
Oh, you just have to stay still.
Oh, but won't it eat me if I stay still?
Nope. They're very forgetful.
Okay. Oh, all right. I'm going to telepath over to Freya and be like, I have it on good authority from the most fire spider I've ever seen in my life.
Why, thank you.
Can't hear me. I'm telepathic.
I just assumed.
And I'm like, just stay really, really still. Apparently, they're really forgetful. It'll just forget you there and let you go.
I'm not speaking because I can telepath.
You can still talk to us. We're still part of the show.
I'm also watching a video on peacock spiders dancing.
They are awesome.
They're so cool and their colours are amazing.
Have we changed you on spiders, though?
Only those ones. Like,
I don't know. I think the pretty colours are cool. They're almost fluorescent in colour.
They are beautiful things. What are you going to do, though? Now that
Stay
you've been
still.
doing this, you're going to stay still?
Yeah. I was going to try and Misty Step or cut a little square out and then Misty Step, but no. I'm just going to stay still.
You do notice there is a liquid that starts to come out of the pad that you're sitting on.
Ew.
Obviously designed to eat whatever's normally trapped inside, but probably not designed to eat something as big as you. So it doesn't even tingle or anything like that. It's clearly supposed to if you were there for a very long time. But after, unfortunately, a bit of time passes, the leaves fall back down around you and you can just walk out.
I do that too. I stay still.
As you stay still, the peacock spider walks back out of the plant, just finds a little, not so much a hole or a crack, it's so small it can find its way out as easily as it got in there, basically. Just very, very small. And on the side now is sitting there, waving its arms and legs around, saying, "See, I told you."
Thanks, Spider.
So cute. Thanks, little guy. All right, let's get this show on the road.
Let's.
What'd you see up there?
Oh, yeah, we haven't got around to that yet. Okay. Good news, bad news. I can see the lake. We're about an hour away. Bad news, lake is empty. Could be good news if we can time it right for those army to be in there, though, but not us. We just need to get there. We need to get there. They're not there yet. Well, they could be now, I don't know. But
let's run.
Okay. Wait, did I see anything else when I was up there? Lake's fucking massive. Way massive, real deep. just be the FYI. And I think we're good. I think that's it.
Breaking the serenity of the moment in this forest, you hear a sharp scream from the distance. True pain. None of this, I've just been stabbed by a knife or something. This is someone going through something. And you hear a woman yelling out, "This is your fault, you idiot. This is not the way we do things."
In the direction we're going?
No,
Don't worry about it then.
It never is.
Never fucking is.
it's up to you.
And yet we get scolded for not getting into places as quick as you think we're going to get there. All right.
All right.
Not my
It's not
monkey,
fault
not
I'm
my
good at
circus.
diversions.
All right. Roll investigation. What was that?
No.
Yes. Yes. Investigate.
What was that?
They could be useful somehow.
It's an 18 plus 5, 23. Quite good, I'd say.
And let's also agree that if there's going to be too much trouble, we're out of there.
Yeah, okay, good idea.
Yeah.
Clear to you as there is a scream of pain, intermittent, and it doesn't seem like the sort of pain you've heard people get stabbed. It's a short, sharp sort of pain. This is ongoing, and it's echoing through. You can hear fast breathing, short, repetitive paced.
Oh, no.
Birth?
She's giving birth.
Not something that Freya's heard of before. As in, Freya hasn't heard birth before. She's heard breathing before.
Shit. We're going to go help.
Should we go help?
If she wants us there. It's a very private thing, I guess.
Let's take a vote.
I do love the idea that Freya's the one who's like, should we do a good thing?
Well, I'm not evil anymore. I haven't got this thing.
Let's see if they want us to help. Do you want to go see if they need help?
All right. I'll run. Go find
Yeah, it
them.
probably wouldn't be a good idea to burst through on a Draco bear.
Yeah.
Here to help.
But I don't want to get lost because this forest is...
We have a very long piece of rope.
Yes, exactly. I'm going to take the rope with me.
I fucking knew that'd come in handy.
And we're going to make sure to hold on to the other end.
Yeah, we're too clever for you. See, we're slowly learning.
All right, Freya, you're getting closer now. And you push open into a glade and you see streaks of light filtering through. And they reach out towards, can only be described as a rather curious-looking being. A dryad, a creature of humanoid features but with the flesh of the forest instead.
Oh, cool.
Her legs currently bent askew awkwardly, or akimbo, which has always been one of my favourite words, and I just really looking forward to using that. The same as the last two words I used. They're just bent askew, I guess.
Akimbo.
And they're made up of bark and moss and small purple and white flowers. Now, her torso is covered by a blanket of oversized leaves, like those elephant ear leaves, you know, those really big ones.
Oh, cool.
Oh, they're cool.
And her upper body is heaving rapidly. Her
She's
chest
giving birth.
is covered by an array of natural vines that drape down from her head, her hair. She rests against a tree trunk. The limbs of the tree appear to be nurturing her with soft caresses. And next to them stands an elven man. I forgot about this. A really hot one.
Oh!
A very recognisably hot.
Oh my God.
Good thing you saved him.
I so forgot about this
Is it his
section.
baby?
I mean, is that what you ask?
Yeah.
Is this your baby?
He says, it's not my fault, okay? It does take two to... And he points to her, two to... And she goes, this is not the time to talk about tangoing.
Are they
fair.
together? Because isn't he a bit of a... Or were you just coming on to him really hard regardless of his circumstance?
It's up to you at this stage.
Okay, that's fine.
What you find out, because he's not just going to release information in the middle of a glade full of baby birthing.
He's not my priority right now. I'm going to look at the woman and say, would you like assistance from someone?
What do you know how to do, she says between... Someone told me to breathe. He said to breathe. Why am I listening to him? Why do we listen? This is not the way we do things.
What's the way you do things?
How do you do it?
We don't grow the thing inside them.
Oh, no, you poor thing.
Oh, darling, this is not even natural to you at all.
Oh.
Is this what happens when you mate outside your species?
Apparently. And she just looks at him. And she looks and goes, you're so hot, though.
I know. We know.
The glitter.
We know.
I assumed after the first bit you guys burrowed into the glade afterwards.
Oh, we were called? Did you call us?
I think
Yeah.
it makes sense.
I said, follow the rope, quick.
What would you like to do now, ladies?
We're going to give him the hairy eyeball.
Hairy eyeball.
Yeah, the hairy eyeball. I'm like, oh, what have you done? And lean down to her. And what can I do with medicine? I got +3 on medicine. What can I do with it? Can I...
Epidural?
You don't automatically have access to medic.
So would I be able to look around me and see if there's any kind of natural plants or herbs I could use to soothe her pain a little?
I think if you combine that with survival, you could.
Nice.
As in, do a survival check to see if you can see anything you would recognise.
Got it. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to roll survival to see if there's any plants that I could use to help soothe her pain through all this. Because she doesn't deserve this. Ooh, 17 plus 3, 20.
Nice.
You do definitely see some plants with little flowers that are on top of them that you could probably grind up and could calm her down.
Great. I'm going to do that then.
And she's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. They're my friends.
Nothing's ever easy with you, is it?
Well, no, it isn't.
Okay. I'm like, not a problem, so I just don't do that.
Like, oh, here comes another one. And she's pushing.
So just so you know, though, if I grind those friends of yours up, your pain will be significantly less.
She turns to you and says, I'm a creature of the forest.
Gotcha.
The
All right.
forest is
just
already
want to be clear
doing
about that.
as much as it can, and the tree is nurturing, and you notice that it is already trying very much to calm her.
Should I use my deception to tell her that she's not in pain?
Gaslight her.
If that's not mansplaining, I don't know what it is.
Tell her it's natural that women have been doing it for hundreds of thousands of millions of years. Her body's designed for it.
Ask if it's like other types of pain you've experienced as a
Is it
male.
like kidney stones?
Kidney stones are worse, I've heard that. But
I've
anyway,
heard
keep
kidney
pushing,
stones
keep
are
pushing.
This might be out of our wheelhouse. We might have to go save the world and let her birth her child.
Do we?
She won't let us kill her friends to help her, so I don't know why.
I love when you guys have one answer and go, well, that didn't work, so we abandoned the situation.
I'm just rolling. What's nature do?
Yeah.
Should I call upon the leaves to
sacrifice themselves into her mouth?
You want to call upon sacrificial leaves.
Well, just
That's wild that you guys just said that. Anyway, continue.
What?
Nothing. Nothing to see here. Move along.
Is she laying down?
Laying back against the tree, yes.
Okay, first of all, no, she's not laying flat. She's fine. She's all good.
Okay, I was going to lean down next to her and just ask her, hey, I know childbirth isn't something for your species, but do you know how it works? Like, you know where this is coming out, right?
All I know is the breathing part that he said.
Okay, but you know it's going to come out of your vagine, right?
It's what?
Yeah. The way it went in is the same way it's coming out.
She looks at the guy for a second and you see her hands, her fingers in particular, grow towards him, the vines, to wrap around his body, to wrap him up very tightly and tangle him. And she says, tell me why I shouldn't kill you.
Yeah. How do your people usually do this?
We just separate into a smaller piece, a sapling.
That sounds so much nicer.
It's nothing like that. Okay. Though some of you might separate.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
You hear a squeal from the older man because she clearly tightens her grip even further.
I think the best thing we can do for you is just coach you through this, unfortunately.
Okay, what do I do?
Someone's going to check to see how dilated she is.
Oh, can I use my mage hand?
Perception. Wow.
You can't perceive what your mage hand can feel.
That's right.
This doctor's gloved hand appears. Ready to work.
It's sterile.
Yep. Don't worry, we got you covered.
We just need to know how many fingers for the dilation.
Of the cervix, specifically.
Of the cervix, specifically.
I'm looking at the elven guy.
So the elf guy just shrugs when you say that to him. He's like, I didn't.
But your mage hand, you won't feel
there.
your mage hand. Your mage hand can still measure.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to look at my doctor's mage hand. I'm going to, sorry, you got to do this, but someone has to. And I'm going to gently send it in.
It does a thumbs up in the little latex glove.
So you're just going to go in and open its fingers as wide as it can and then come out and show us.
This is graphic.
This is not where I thought this was going to go.
Neither was it for me.
What did you think was going to happen?
I didn't know it was going to turn into city slickers. I thought this was going to be, let's get some towels. That's what I've seen in the movie. Some towels, and I would have been going, and the baby is born and everything is fine. And you all went into, all right, this is going to be traumatic. There's no way around that. We can't make this work.
I'm not going to lie to her. All right, just bear down on the next wave of pain.
And you hear the Draco bear in the distance. Bear down.
Visualize like a downward movement, and you've got this. And the baby comes out and we're good. Because apparently that's all we needed to do, is say you can do this.
And that's what happens in the movies.
Oh, you know what else we can do? We can each hold a knee up.
Yeah.
God, stop. Oh.
Why are you adding?
We were fine. Everything was
Sorry.
fine.
I think I might adopt.
She pushes as requested, and it doesn't take too long, actually. And the baby does push free. and it turns its little light green wood face towards her and begins to make like little popping noises with its mouth up. Its eyes are light green with dappled light speckling inside.
Oh.
And then you see the sides of its head, 2 rather long and pointed ears made of leaves with curls at the end.
Oh. That's so cute.
And the baby starts to cry immediately. And the dryad's mother eyes, the dryad's eyes widen instantly in panic. Birds flutter away from trees. The noise seems beyond the noise you'd expect a child to be able to make. It is destructive to the area. Like it's a scream.
And we go, oh, okay, well, it's going to need to eat and you just need to like wrap it in a blanket and shush it.
And so she pulls aside some of the elephant ears leaves that she's had and she starts wrapping it up and coddling the child, and the baby starts to calm and curls up, and she pulls over the hot elf to stay close. But she doesn't let him go. She holds him really tightly, and then and he really does seem quite enamored with what he has helped make.
I love how, like, old mate, we don't care about him. Like, no one's gone, do you want to hold
your own child? He's still wrapped in entangled fingers of vines. He does seem surprised, though. This is all since yesterday.
Huh? What?
I know. I saw you. You helped me escape. Thank you for that. Wonderful. And I thought, well, I'm going to keep running. There was something outside of the city. You helped me escape from under the ground. I came out the hole. I heard the noise of something flying above. I wanted nothing to do with that. And so I thought, I'm getting out into the forest for a while. If something's going to destroy the city, I don't want to be anywhere near it. And then as I was wandering around, well, you see her. She's amazing. She's beautiful. One thing led to another. It wasn't even one thing. It was straight away. It was instant. And we made love under the trees in the night. And when I woke this morning, well, you arrived not long after I saw what was happening. So I'm a dad now. What are we going to call her?
Oh, Nala.
The mother says, I think that's something I do, that we do, not you.
True.
She walk around naming everything. And Kaa'Riin says, they named me too.
I asked.
Well, you know. As the baby gets quieter, Morrigan in particular, based on your perception check before, you, and this is something you've heard the whole time, you can still hear that choir singing those voices of the city, even though you should be much further away based on Kaa'Riin's description.
Ah. Okay. So did they take the choir with them and that's why the power was fading from the town, city?
I mean, you have no evidence to support that beyond you hearing singing.
Yep, cool. I have a theory though. Writing it down in my theory book. Also, theory that the dragon was flying around town and that's why everyone was hiding.
Yeah, that's not much of a theory. That's an accuracy.
Well, confirmed.
Fact.
Okay, can we go save the world now? Are we done helping pregnant people?
What would you like to do then?
I just want to quickly ask them, hey, beautiful child you have there.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Enjoy your family time together. In the meantime, did you happen to notice any army move through this way?
An army?
Yes.
Yep.
No.
Okay, copy.
Okay, well, watch out because there is one out here.
Somewhere.
Somewhere.
We're not lost or anything.
No, we're not lost.
Okay.
Did you see anything else last night in between your lovemaking?
Oh, no. I was involved, she says. And she looks at him and she smiles again. And she says, what was your name again? What do you do? And he says, I do this.
Which way is east?
We don't do directions.
Which way is the lake?
Oh, that's east. She just points, which just happens to be east.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Off
Thank
we go
you.
then. Thank you.
The forest is now, it feels visually thicker. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And the
Dense.
birds do seem
Dense.
like, dense. The birds are getting louder. And you can still hear that noise and the sound of the choir.
Is it pleasant?
It is.
Oh.
It is, but it's sort of a mix between...
Hold on. So the choir, you've just said that the forest seems to have shifted, like it's visually changing.
It's thicker. I mean, it just, yeah.
But visually it looks different to us now than it did a second ago. And we can hear the choir. The same choir that visually impacts Inyathanora.
Yeah?
Are we being fucked with? Are we seeing what we're actually seeing?
Yeah. Is it just the singing that's actually creating like an illusion.
Yeah, it's not denser at all.
Are we all saying the same thing? How do we know we're all saying the same thing?
Let's roll some kind of check.
Let's get metaphysical about this. Am I real? Are you real?
Well,
How do you know you're real?
Pinch me.
Are we a simulation?
In Ythlanora with the choir, people would see what they wanted to see, and that was slightly different. And so, like, you've just broadly said, well, the forest is denser. Like, are we all seeing the same thing? But I don't know how to test that, so don't worry about it. It's fine.
We can roll. Can't we roll Arcana or something?
Some of us can. I don't know how to test that. Is the most frightening phrase you've ever said as a D&D player. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna sit down.
I don't know how to test that. How do you
roll Arcana? What
test that? Okay, sorry. Rolling Arcana to test.
Yeah, now I'm gonna ask. So, what are you looking for?
The damn truth.
Yeah, the truth. Honestly, yeah. I'm looking to.
Finally, for years I've been wanting to say it. You can't handle the truth.
I'm looking to see if the choir is affecting my perception, I guess.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. I rolled an 8 plus 5, which is not a lot. It's 13.
I will tell you that you know something's not right. That's about as much as you get. You know that magic is in play.
And I'm like, guys, something is not right here, and I can't put my finger on it.
Okay.
Just before we move any further, can we just... Does anyone else get a vibe?
Yeah, I'm getting a bad vibe.
Off.
This is off, because this forest was not that dense.
Akari also, the big Draco bear that's wandering along, is like, I also... It's weird. It's a vibe.
I love Akari.
I'm a very big fan of Akari already.
I'm like, yeah, Akari and I agree. It's weird. I'm going to roll investigation.
All right. Hit me with it.
13 plus 4. 17, in case you want to know.
You notice the birds. You notice the singing is louder here.
And I say, the singing is louder here.
Songbirds. Did you know, and I recently found this out, all songbirds around the world, and I don't know how to check this sort of stuff, but all songbirds around the world originated in Australia. I don't know how accurate that is because it's not like I did deep research.
I want that to be true. I love that.
And we have more songbirds than other countries.
We do have a lot of songbirds, and I have noticed it.
Yeah, I just assumed
when I go to
everybody
other
else had them
countries,
in
because
large
we'll wake up
numbers.
to a cacophony of sound, and I never used to get that when I lived in England. Like you'd hear birds in church, but we have like a whole orchestra happening. We've got the kookaburras, the magpies, the lorikeets. They're all doing their 5 a.m.
You actually do see 5 birds sitting on a branch, and then they fade away almost as soon as you see them.
They're not real. So are the birds people? Are they shapeshifters?
Roll something.
Shape-shifting people.
I think they're an illusion.
Yeah, all that.
Okay, so 5 birds sitting on a tree and they shimmer away, and
it's like ferns just replace them, or branches just appear right in front of them, and you can hear them. You can hear the songbirds instead of the choir. You more hear the birds this time.
And I say, Cory, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear and or see that?
I heard it.
The birds that were there and then they weren't there?
Where do you want me to look?
That's all right, you missed it. Don't worry about it, Cory.
All right, I feel a bit like you.
Something disappeared in front of you?
You're brushing me off. I know I'm still talking, but I'm just... That's what it feels.
I'm sorry, Cory. It's still very weird.
That's fine. It's all new to me.
Okay. All right, so just to be clear, there were 5 birds sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. Okay, so... Yeah, there were 5 birds sitting in a tree, K-I-S-S-I-N-G. But then when I looked, they just kind of shimmered away. They're gone.
See, this is what I'm saying.
Something's off. Something's so off. I'm with you.
It is off.
And Akari thinks something's off.
Okay. I'm going to attempt another Arcana check.
You are aware that time is passing. I just want to make that, you've been here a while.
Going to do another Arcana check. Why can't I do another Arcana check?
I'm not stopping you from doing it. I never said that.
It's 15 plus 5. That's a 20. Tell me the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Like, you can handle the truth. It's a totally different movie when he says that. You are aware now that that these bird sounds, and I really hope I can edit this, sound like they're singing in unison. There's a harmony to them, even though they are different sounds.
The choir are the birds. The choir is the birds. They've been turned into birds, or the choir was always birds that could turn into people.
Yeah, they're
all druids. The choir's
the
druids.
They're not shape changers.
Just going to step back from my original shape changes plan.
The whole choir are all druids. They can all turn into birds.
And
that's why they can sing so well.
Everyone
Because they're
give
fucking
me
bird people. We got
it. Give me a wisdom check.
You start packing up your
Everyone?
suitcase, heading on out.
In fact, this would be technically a wisdom saving throw.
Is this everyone?
okay.
Yeah.
A wisdom saving throw, you reckon?
Would this be against being charmed? Because
I rolled
You
the
do
wrong
have
dice.
advantage, yes.
Whoopsie, I'll try this one.
You give me the first number you got.
Yeah, thank God, because that was a 1.
So after you tried to cheat, what was the original number?
11 minus 1. So I got 10.
Yes, I got a 16 plus 7.
Okay, that's very good.
I got a 16 plus 0, and it's plus 0 for both a check and a saving.
Your wisdom's just that low.
Yeah, but I get
Spoiled life.
advantage.
Okay, I'll tell you what Freya sees first. Freya, when you look around, nothing changes at all.
Yeah.
There are still trees everywhere. It's little bits of light filtering through.
Okay. Is this forest still dense?
It is still very dense. Yes, there's still birds singing. Kaa'Riin and Morrigan, you now see parts of the leaves fade away. There are still trees here, of course, and you see the 5 birds back in the tree again. And just for people who are interested, because we're doing an Australian show, they're all Australian birds.
Oh, what are they?
We have a sulphur-crested cockatoo.
I love those. Yes, very
That's
good.
in the middle. On either side of them is a chowchilla. If you haven't heard them, they're beautiful.
A chowchilla?
Chowchilla. I may not be saying it correctly, but it's only spelt one way, so
I don't know, but I don't know that bird, so I'm looking it up.
chowchillas. And 2 willy wagtails.
I love willy wagtails.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have willy wagtails outside, like our house.
Well, then you know what they should sound like. They may not sound like that with this show when I play it.
Okay.
It may be harder to find those sound effects than I think it is. Nonetheless, you can see them. Then they're standing in a row, 5 birds. They probably wouldn't normally stand like that, but they're all standing on a branch. 2 chowchillas on the outside, 2 willy wagtails, and in the middle, a sulphur-crested cockatoo.
And I'm going
That's the
to
ringleader.
talk to them because I can talk to animals. And I am going to say, are you the choir?
And here's what's weird. They don't answer you.
So they're not animals. They are. I don't know.
I'm going to say, are you a druid like me? And I'm going to wink.
The middle one,
The sulphur-crested cockatoo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can
If you follow
speak,
Patron,
though.
I have painted before. Yeah.
Yes. It can speak, though.
Yeah, because they can talk.
They can talk. They can kind of talk.
Well, they parrot.
They can only repeat what you said.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Oh, no.
Are you a druid like me?
Druid. Druid.
Are you a druid like me?
Oh, you are a druid.
Druid.
Oh.
Druid.
Are you stuck?
Druid stuck. Druid stuck.
Oh, you're stuck. Okay. Yeah, you've been a bird for too long.
That was good. Druid stack. I can't do it now.
That's very good. That's
was
very good.
good.
You're a bird for too long? Or someone made you this
Druid
way?
stuck. Druid stuck.
Did someone make you stuck?
Druid stuck. Druid stuck.
Do you want me to make you unstuck?
Unstuck. Unstuck. Unstuck.
Kaa'Riin, are you sure that's not just a parrot?
Yeah, I'm sure. I can feel it in my waters.
Not druid. Not druid. Not druid. Unstuck. Unstuck.
Not druid.
Not druid. Not druid. Unstuck.
Because he just seems to be repeating.
Yeah, not druid, not druid. Unstuck.
Unstuck.
I fucking hate these riddles.
Head is bobbing backwards and forwards like the parrot does.
Okay, all right. Do you need help, yes or no?
Help yes. Help yes. Not druid. Unstuck. Unstuck. Ah.
What if?
Someone else ask questions.
Can't be Freya. Freya has no idea who you're talking to. Freya's like, why are you talking to the tree?
Order Akari. Can Akari see?
Ooh, I'll roll for Akari.
Akari, I might need you on this one. I'm confused.
What am I looking at?
Look up. There should be 5 birds.
Why do I sound like this now?
Yoda.
It's got part Yoda and a little bit of Cookie Monster.
That's why I do.
A little bit of that.
Okay, look up at the tree for me. There should be 5 birds there. 1 sulphur-crested, 2 willy wagtails, and 2 chowchillas.
Can see them.
Perfect. Okay, I need help because they need help, and I don't know what they need help with. Have you help me?
I gotta tell
You're
you.
an animal who's needed help before, so
I know, but you are talking to an animal who's not as smart as anybody else in your team.
And that's saying
but
something.
he's an animal.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that he understands
hey.
automatically everything that's happening.
He might. Come on,
But
give him a go.
What would you like him to do?
I want him to ask a question that helps.
Are you hungry?
Well, answer. You're the fucking parrot, aren't you?
Fuck, I've got to do all these voices now. Why?
Make him talk to himself.
This is a really good move on my behalf. And then Barry the Quokka comes in. now be him and ask a question and answer it.
So still saying, not Druid, not Druid, not Druid.
Not true.
Unstuck. Everybody give me another wisdom check.
18 plus 3.
Damn it, nothing
21.
changes for you, Kaa'Riin.
Fucking hell.
And I'll give my roll to Freya.
Fucked. I'm so off this. Give me that big boy back.
You are sticking with whatever piss-sweet roll you just had.
That's a fucking 6 minus 1. Fuck this.
Look, you just sit there and enjoy the trees.
Oh my God.
The joy of the trees. Morrigan?
I got a 14 plus 0.
It's not that hard.
It is hard,
It's
eh?
not that hard, but Morrigan, the trees suddenly start to come back into view. The birds start singing again, and you can't hear voices. Kaa'Riin, you are on your own with the birds for a little while now. Morrigan's like, where'd they go? Where'd who go? Top Gun reference. Anyway.
Okay. Can he spell? Yes or no?
Oh, okay. Hang on. No. He's just bobbing
doesn't
his
shut
head
up, does
at the
he?
same time.
You're giving me very mixed messages here.
Yes, it's a bobbing head that says like a yes, but he's saying no.
Are you the choir?
Yes. Not Druid. Yes. Choir.
You're the choir.
Yes.
Have you always been the choir?
Yes.
I'm Kaa'Riin. That's Morrigan. That's Freya. This is Akari. I'm giving him our names.
Oh, you're giving him...
Have you heard of us before?
No. Choir.
Can you sing me a song?
Ooh. They all start singing. Everybody roll wisdom again.
Oh, I believe that's another 18 plus 3, 21 again.
Oh, thank God. Something decent. 18 as well.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, the bad luck shifted. Can I just say that I get to roll at advantage, so I get to roll 2 dice.
You still fucked it.
And my highest was a 4.
Yeah, no,
The
girlfriend.
trees are still there, but Freya, suddenly you notice 5 birds in the tree, and you can see who the hell Kaa'Riin has been talking to for a while now.
Yeah.
And fortunately for you, Kaa'Riin, you can still see them, but they are singing now. And every time they sing, of course, it seems to start working on you. It creates the world around you. Freya can talk to them now as well. I'll give you one warning. They don't have a strong vocabulary. Can't learn that many words. Stuck. Stuck.
You're stuck.
Yes. Choir. Yes.
You're stuck in your form.
Yes.
Are you allowed to leave this area?
No.
Oh, shit. Do you want to come with us?
Yes.
Kind of like look up close, say something,
Yeah,
sniff around
sure,
him.
sure.
I'm gonna sniff up close, look around him, and see what's going on here. If I can see anything at all. And I'm looking around the tree as for a perimeter, and that is a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Oh, nice.
Because it's a nat 20, there's nothing around the tree. But the bird, the main one in particular, but they all seem to do this simultaneously. It's quite amazing because they all are standing in a row. They all put their legs out. And on the bottom of their legs, you see a little metal loop around their feet.
Oh, you're...
Like what? The circus? Like
Yeah,
the circus?
like
Like a
the
very
circus.
small version of that, yes. but-
Okay, perfect.
So being controlled.
All right, so I'm going to see where this is being attached to. Is it attached to the trunk of the tree, like a little chain, and all these loops are coming off it, or they just have
Not-
it
not
around
connected
them?
to anything.
Oh, you're right. It's just, okay. I'm going to try and pry them off then.
What with?
With Freya's thieving kit.
What? Wow, like a lockpick sort
Surely
of thing?
she's got something in there that can
I've
undo
got-
it. I'd like to roll a close perception, and I want Freya's help doing it.
I've got disguise kit, forgery kit, thieves, tools.
All right, let's just say you can use your thieves' tools on this one. Give me a roll. Let's make this...
You wouldn't fucking read about it. I fucking won. Can I roll again?
You can try again, but I mean, it's not going to change much because the thing you figured out is that your tools don't work with this little thing.
What if I turn into a bird of some sort myself? Am I a bird yet? I can bird.
When you came up with this rather ridiculous rule that you came up with it, and I sadly agree with it. Anything you manage to paint on your Patreon thing that you do where you paint things, you can now turn into.
Okay, so I am
So you
going...
can do, what have you painted?
a magpie, so I'm going to turn to a magpie because they got the beak for this.
Okay.
Nice.
Because they got a nice pointy, sharp beak.
Yes.
And I think I should be able to kind of get it off with my beak.
Give me a roll. I think you can pick with...
And that's going to get me up there too and help me fly up there and be a
You
little
can
bit
definitely
more.
fly up there, but just try to get stats for you for a magpie.
I think I gave some in my Patreon video.
You made up your own ones.
I did.
Did you?
Dexterity +8. They're dexterous.
Ooh, unbelievably, There is a magpie in here already.
Really? Wow.
That's pretty wild. Your dexterity is +2. You can use your dexterity if you wish to do that. Your strength is -5.
Okay, so I'm going to need Freya to describe what she did first.
Yeah. So I got my tools out. I only have like a lock and a pick and some little like ply things. And
You've got like those little manicure kits.
Yeah.
That's it. There's not much in
and
there.
that's it. And I tried to use them to like get around it, but like the plier things, they're too small. They don't grip.
Right.
So it just didn't
I'll
work.
let you roll to see if you can help. So do another sleight of hand or...
Oh, thank fuck.
Son of a...
So that's a 30.
Yes!
So I snapped that dog off.
Well, you don't. You just give great advice to the magpie.
Oh, how to do it.
And right at this stage, Kaa'Riin as a magpie is like, oh yeah, I totally get how to do this.
Yeah, I got it.
I'll give you advantage with your dexterity check to see if you can
Thank
pull
God.
open.
Can we take a photo of that?
That was good.
Might not happen again for another year.
19.
With a little ding.
You
little
have been
ding.
rolling well today.
It's a good roll day.
And certainly well enough to take off all of them. I mean, once you figure out how to do the first one, it's not difficult at all. You have freed the songbirds.
That is nice.
Oh, that's good.
That's a good deed done for the day
Can I
now.
see them again?
They've stopped singing, so yes, they are not singing at all.
Yay.
But
So-
they are still songbirds.
Do we see, does the forest like clear up now that this
Yeah, you can see a bit clearer
stops?
through it. And strangely enough, right now, you can see that just off to the side of where you were is a huge road, the sort of thing that an army could easily travel down.
So we're just going to jump on that road and
You've
follow
just
it.
been walking through the bush instead.
Okay.
So hold on. What I conclude from this is it's not our fault we've been so distracted. They have distracted us. They've led us astray.
Yeah, I guess.
Did the songbirds try to lead us to them to help? Or were we just idiots who keep falling for this shit?
They haven't got enough words to work with you on that answer, so all they can give you is a no. No!
Okay.
So as I said, they've got a very small vocabulary. They only learn the words the words that are said to them, and they're
So
going to use
they're
them.
not druids, they were stuck. They've been birds the whole time. The choir was always birds.
No!
Change into a person so I can understand you, please.
Stuck!
Oh,
I
still
took those
stuck.
little things off of you. I don't know what you want from me, honestly.
Well, they can move now, I think, but they can't transform back. I think someone else has turned them.
And as if to punctuate that, they fly up for a second and land in different parts of the branch. They sort of move out a little bit. They can definitely move now.
Like, we have just interacted with a woman who turned a bunch of people into cats.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe her or someone else has turned a bunch of people into birds.
Okay. I'm going to roll Arcana.
Okay.
Damn it. 8 + 1, 9.
You don't know what sort of magic has been involved in this procedure, but it seems likely to you that they weren't birds to start with.
Morrigan, can you come check this out? There's something off here. And it's magic, and I don't know magic.
I don't know if I have magic to fix it, even if I had, like, know what it is.
We might be able to get it.
Okay. So 5 + 5.
And you agree with Kaa'Riin. And yes, I can also understand.
All right, I'm going
this
to roll a
amount of
history
information.
check.
Oh.
You can roll one, yeah. I don't know
That's
what I don't
nice.
know what it's going to help you with at this stage.
How this happened.
Yeah, the history of this
The
situation.
history of the sitch.
Yes, you can go ahead and roll that. Remember, it needs to be history you would know.
Oh, damn it. It's a nat 22. What a waste.
That's a shame because the thing you do know is that the choir, which you've heard of before, and you've heard of it recently, you know from the book, the choir is people.
I do know they're people. I don't understand
do
why
know
they're
that.
stuck. I don't know what
but
happened or why.
You have not been part of the process that would make that your history or history you've ever read about.
Yeah, this is tough. Okay.
Look, we did what we could. We freed them.
Do you want to come with us until we can figure this out?
Yes.
Okay, so they're coming with us, and this is a Kaa'Riin. You can just jump on the back of him if you want to rest your wings, or if you want to fly, just follow us.
You know, like when birds are on hippos. And
Yeah,
they're
just
picking-
like that.
Okay, for some reason they all land and they start picking out the non-existent bugs that are on.
Oh, God, I thought you were going to say his feathers are like, I just got those back.
No, he's like they're looking in amongst the Kaa'Riin's sort of feathers and sort of looking for things, but there aren't any things. And
Does
the
a Kaa'Riin
feathers,
like it?
You do notice the feathers are a bit further along now. They're not full
I was
feathers,
gonna
but
ask to check that.
they're a bit
They're
further
growing.
along. They're a bit further along, and we can make our way a bit further forward. There's a road now, so it makes it
Let's
much
follow the road.
We're going to follow
easier.
the road.
And look, we'll try to do what we can and help. Maybe having a group of birds that can change reality will come in handy later.
That might come in handy, actually. That's a good weapon.
That is a good weapon.
You know what? I actually think this is quite a standout group and we really don't want to be seen. Let's stay off the path. We've been all right so far.
We can go parallel
Probably
to
not-
it.
Yes.
Yes,
great
parallel
idea.
but off the path.
See it enough, but enough that we're hidden.
Yeah.
All right.
And we're walking.
And Akari's chit-chatting away to the birds.
You do hear water. I won't say it's lapping or anything like that, but there are drips and noises that are associated, I guess, with splashing maybe little fish that are flipping or flapping around. But you haven't pushed through the last of the trees yet, so you can't really see too much. The wind around you starts to whip up, stronger than you would have expected it to be. There's been no wind so far, just a soft breeze at the most. Everyone roll a d20, and I'll take the highest number, please.
18.
6.
Wow. Go on, say it. I know I saw it already.
20.
Yeah.
One of the leaves falls down from the tree above you, Freya, and jabs into your skin. This is a sacrificial leaf.
No!
And you guys said it before and I couldn't believe it. You're talking about a sacrificial leaf. Do you know what a sacrificial leaf is?
No.
Okay, so this is insane because those two words do not make sense next to each other. And I wrote this part because I wanted to tell a stupid story of when Sam and I went to North Queensland and we went on a crocodile hunt. A official one, not just, like Australians just don't go loosely looking for crocodiles. Some do. But it was like on a boat and everything like that. But, when you go on a tour somewhere and they can't find the thing that the tour is meant to be about, like when you go like a whale watching and they're like, the dolphins are here today. And you're like, can't find the whales, can you? No crocodiles. And we were, going through this murky looking water. They were probably everywhere, just not popping their head up. And the guy was getting desperate. And at one stage, a leaf fell off the tree next to us. And he goes, well, that was a sacrificial leaf. And so then he stopped the boat, obviously, because there was nothing interesting to look at. And he went, the leaves of these trees do sacrifice themselves regularly to maintain the rest of the tree. And he gave us this massive long thing about this sacrificial leaf. We got off at the end having not seen any other animals. Sam and I were like, did we just go on a sacrificial leaf tour?
A sacrificial leaf.
No,
they just fall when they get old.
Yeah, it's just to just save the rest of the tree. You just go on without me. Anyway, you hear, go on without me, and it jabs into your skin and it's sharp, this leaf. And without much warning, a dozen more of these leaves start to rain down upon you.
So they're not nice sacrificial
You can
leaves.
see them stabbing into the floor. They almost go doing into the ground. These things will hurt. You already just took 1 hit point damage from the first one.
I've got a...
Don't ignore me. 1 hit point damage. Might only be 1, but slithers and cuts.
So I've got 58.
A lot of slithers and cuts.
I have a shield. Just going to whip that out.
Yes, good idea.
Okay, it's not really what it's meant for. It's meant for after you've been hit. But yeah, you can do so, and you were covered.
Yeah.
They sort of fall
But
around
my shield
you.
is how big?
Just enough to cover you.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about anyone else, does it?
No.
Okay, so I'm good.
That's fine.
We could make something.
I'm going to... what would that do to Akari?
Akari's got like metal for wings.
Yeah, is
No,
Akari...
it's still got a loose, low level of feathery down, like unprotected at the moment.
Yeah, so
Scratch
I'm
that.
going to throw myself on top of Akari
Yeah.
with my head down, my jacket over my head.
Yeah.
I'm covered, obviously, in
Yep.
things, so I just don't want any bare skin to be visible, and I also want to shield his precious
All right, you
healing
can't
wings.
cover him. He's bigger than you entirely, but I like the idea. Like,
Well-
he recognizes what you're trying to do, and
Just go
looks
faster,
back.
honey.
Run, just run. And
You
runs. No, I'm asking.
Run, yeah, so we're running.
And bolts through. You will need to roll the d20,
Yes, of course.
and that is how many leaves hit you.
12.
12 hit points of damage from the sacrificial leaves, and they're all sticking into your back. They do go through.
Oh, geez, they're
your
sharp.
cloak. They are sharp.
Okay.
What if I jump on top of Akari as well and provide... What if I jump on top of Kaa'Riin, who's on top of Akari?
They are gone.
Oh, what, man?
You're still standing there. You can run.
Oh, run.
You got your shield, so you can run
She
in the
doesn't
same
need to run,
direction.
she's
You've
like-
just left Morrigan behind.
Morrigan.
I thought we were
But Morrigan
walking
can...
out on Akari, but that's fine. Okay.
Morrigan can surely...
Why did
I'm
you get
on
down from
Akari.
Akari before? You shouldn't have got down.
Yeah, I didn't realize I did that.
Yeah, when we helped Beth like that thingy.
I'm going to say, Morrigan, squish in here. And it's like an umbrella. Like you can fit 2 people.
Definitely can't.
Can I carry her on my shoulders like a little kid?
Yes.
And she's on top.
I'll let that cut out some of the ones because they will come in from angles as well with this wind blowing.
That is a great idea.
So you can try and carry her. You'll just need to have a successful strength check.
But what if I'm as light as a feather?
Are you going to cast Featherfall on yourself? I will give you that if you cast Featherfall on yourself, it will make you temporarily lighter.
Yes. Do I want to waste a spell though?
There we go.
Do you want to?
Because that's the only reason I'm doing it.
So hang on. If I cast Featherfall, does she have to roll a strength check?
Freya, just you run, I'll run. It is what it is.
No. We can problem solve this.
Oh no, I was waiting for the problem solving.
Okay, no, I've got a solution. You run with your shield.
Yeah.
I'm going to run as well, and I'm going to hold my hand up and just keep casting Firebolt. I'm just going to keep casting it as I run above my head and just have a little ball of fire above my head as I run.
That's a good idea.
All right. I'm going to say that it meant you fired 5 times.
Sweet.
Which means 5 lots of fire headed back into that forest.
Oh, where the baby is?
No,
Well, where the forest is. Yeah, the forest is above you as well.
Yeah, okay. That's not towards the baby. That's fine.
No, that was further back.
She's making sure that she's not making me kill children.
Yeah, that's awful. I would never.
Just baby leaves.
No, the forest is also alive. But anyway, but you do make it to the edge where actually you all bolt through and find yourself standing on the lake bed, a fair bit into the lake bed. Behind you now is the forest, and you can see the expanse of lake heads off in a long way towards what is almost a horizon in the distance. But it's not dry. There is some water around your feet. It's a fairly big step down. You almost tumble down into the lake.
So the lake's full now. It's not empty.
No, it's still empty. You're at the bottom of the rather empty lake.
I feel like this is a catch though. Like it's been empty for a little while.
Empty of people. Like we can't.
You cannot see any people. No.
Like if we go to make a run for it across the lake, it could collapse in.
You know what the lake does.
Yeah, but because it's been empty for a while. Like when Kaa'Riin sent that bird up.
And you guys took a long way to get here. So the moons are indeed starting to rise and the sun is beginning to set.
But this happens every day, hey?
Yeah. The moons and suns, well, they don't always follow the exact same pattern.
Okay.
I mean, they do follow the same pattern, just not every single day.
So are we assuming they've already crossed? And we missed out on the opportunity to
Can I roll perception
stop
and
them?
check for footprints in the lake?
Sure. It's more of an investigation at this stage.
So
You were going to say.
investigation, you say?
I was going to correct.
So 11.
You definitely don't see any footprints, no. If anything, larger puddles, I guess you could say, but it would be probably hard to distinguish footprints at the bottom of this thing.
Okay. What do we do now? Do we stay and wait? Or do we cross? Because I think the risk of us crossing is that we get swept away because it's just going to overflow in very soon.
I think we need to wait, which means we're going to need to camp here overnight.
Okay. What if the army hasn't crossed yet?
And they're behind you, you pass them. No, they've had a quite substantial lead.
So we need to keep going.
You guys stopped and did absolutely everything in the forest.
Yep.
Okay. What if we went around the lake? How far is that? What's the distance?
It'd take you much longer to go around the lake than to go through it.
But should we just run the gauntlet? I don't know. That's kind of scary. How fast can a Kaa'Riin run?
Probably reasonably quickly, yeah.
How far have we got to go?
It's a horizon.
What do you mean?
It is a long way to the other side. You're going to see lake bed almost the entire way.
Yep.
I'm going to roll perception.
How'd you go?
I got 13.
13? Right near you, just sort of jutting out of some of the trees that are still back there.
Is there a boat?
Not quite. There's a small armada of those tiny little paddle boats.
Oh, okay. Great.
But mostly are broken, chained to the trees.
Well, lucky we have that rope.
I guess. I don't know if they're seaworthy, and they're certainly not bottom of a lake worthy. It looks like they've been abandoned for quite some time, and they have, they've got the heads like the swans. These ones have like grifferburrows and dragon heads and sea serpents and stuff like that.
Is a big bear going to fit on them?
Definitely not. To the side of that, there is a jetty, like a dock or a pier, but mostly just the pylons now. There's the parts standing up, the bits that are the actual jetty have fallen through. And beyond that, you can see the shape of something that looks like it could be a large boat, but it's behind, it's in pretty poor shape. It's difficult to see where it is from where you are. It's like there's some rocks in the road of it or something.
You say a large boat?
I did say that, yeah.
All right. Should we go suss out the large boat and see whether we got...
Correct.
it's seaworthy and if we can get a Kaa'Riin onto it.
Yes.
All right, let's do that.
Well, as you get closer to it, you can see that it is covered in barnacles and composed of decomposing wood. And it appears to have once been one of those big steamships, the ones with the big paddle on the back.
Oh, that's cool.
Big enough to carry probably as many as 50 people.
That could be handy.
In the centre of the ship are twin funnels that rise into the sky. And this is, as you're looking at them, this is when you can notice that Kaylee's moons are also starting to rise behind them. A huge hole, far too big to fix with slaps of wood and rope, make up much of the forward hull of the ship, although it looks as though someone has tried to fix it up. Something red moves inside the holes, something large, armoured even. It begins to push through the gaping wound of the ship. It's a claw, a gigantic red claw.
Like a lobster.
And now at the top of the vessel's funnels, two long white stems emerge, tipped in black bulbs, and they turn to look at you.
Ooh.
Hi, I'm Diego, and I play the ferryman. Leaving us a little late, aren't you? The moons are setting on the long side tonight, and the tide will be coming in. Not many would attempt the crossing tonight, of course. She looks flat enough, doesn't she? Just a quick run to the other side. What could go wrong? You know why they call her reliable, right? You can set your clock to it most nights. You'll hear the roar, and the water will rush back in faster than fire. Like it knows you're not ready. But you'll be fine, right? You know what you're doing. Seasoned adventurers like yourselves. You've seen the rushing waters drag down a loved one, fill their lungs with sand and sea. You've seen the softness of the lake bed give way, swallow the legs of companion all the way down to their trunk. Now you've pulled and pulled to rip them free, only to watch them turn to flesh and muscle drifting in a mindless current. Ah, but she has a mind, doesn't she? She means to kill us all. Or you could just pay your way with a trusty ferryman, part wheel, part boat, and the last crossing before the tide.
This is a ferry.
And we can pay.
He's a fairy. In fact, he is a hermit crab, a huge one. And his claws come out of the holes at the front, and his eyes come out of the funnel at the top. And he lifts it up a little bit, and you can see that the paddle at the back, the wheel that spins, he can pull that along if he needs to.
All right. So how much does he charge? Because we've got 3 gold pieces and that coin from earlier in the jungle, the forest.
How much do you charge?
What do you have?
How much do you charge?
What do you have?
I have whatever I have, depending on how much you charge.
We've got a coin per person.
Don't say that. We've got 1 coin. 1 gold coin.
He counts. 1, 2, 3. And the big one, huh?
Yep.
4. Just 4 coins. Pay before we leave.
We have 4 coins.
It's your lucky day. We have 4 coins. I have 3 left over from my thieving.
But
and then we got the 1 from the...
Oh, yeah.
That's 4 coins.
That's 4 coins.
That's 4 coins. You didn't say gold
what
coins.
So here's my coins. We're good?
He takes the coins.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
And that's where we end this episode.
He's not gonna take us, is he? Cory, is he gonna take us?
I can't. It's the end of the thing.
Don't worry about them. I'm sure they'll be fine. It's just a sudden ending. It happens all the time. So maybe there's danger or just a clever line. But don't worry about them. I'm sure they'll be fine. Right?